The vaccine is starting to roll out in parts of the world, but how is that affecting the cruise industry? We'll take a look next on the Cruise News Week in Review. Welcome back, I'm Mark, and thanks for tuning in to the Cruise World's Cruise News Week in Review. As the year that everyone is trying to forget winds down to its last few weeks, and the vaccine is starting to become available, it does appear that we are slowly moving towards a return to cruising in the U.S. We do have some positive signs, like the fact that Aida has resumed sailing in the Canary Islands. This week, the Aida Perla sailed a 7-night round-trip voyage from Gran Canaria with around 800 people on board, which is about a quarter of the ship's capacity. Aida Perla is scheduled to make the same journey this week and again on December 19th for a Christmas sailing. But just as we start to take a step forward, it seems like we often have to take 2 steps back. We mentioned last week that Royal Caribbean's Quantum of the Seas began sailing 2-night cruises to nowhere from Singapore. And on the very first sailing, a passenger tested positive for the virus. Royal Caribbean enacted their new protocols, and guests were asked to remain in their staterooms, and the Quantum of the Seas returned to port early. Now, the 83-year-old man has now retested negative twice, as have all of his close contacts. However, citing an overabundance of caution, Royal Caribbean did cancel the December 10th sailing on the Quantum of the Seas. Cunard announced an extension in their pause in operations this week. Due to travel constraints that remain in place around the world, the company has canceled sailings on board Queen Mary II through the end of May and on board the Queen Elizabeth through early June. Cunard sailings on the Queen Victoria, which are scheduled to resume on May 17th, 2021, are not affected by these cancellations. On Wednesday, Virgin Voyages announced that they are pushing back their introduction with the Scarlet Lady until May, when she will sail from Miami to the Caribbean. And Virgin's second ship, the Valiant Lady, will no longer be premiering in Europe. Instead, she will launch in the Caribbean in November of 2021. Now, Virgin's Scarlet Lady isn't the only ship that has been waiting a long time to debut. We recently put a video up previewing 7 ships that were supposed to debut in 2020, but they will surely be welcoming passengers very soon. If you like seeing what the latest and greatest cruise ships have to offer, you can check that video out by clicking the link at the top of your screen or down in the description below, once we're done here, of course. We have become too accustomed to cancellations, as so many cruises have been canceled this past 9 months, and so many people have been affected. And when you've got one of those bubble cruises right on the edge like I do on March 6th, you kind of prepare yourself for the news. But Carnival delivered a sucker punch to a lot of unsuspecting cruisers this week when they canceled some cruises all the way into September of 2021. Due to dry dock plans that the company has established, sailings on the Carnival Paradise are canceled through May 31st, and the Valor sailings will be out of commission through September 11th. And the Carnival Magic sailings have been canceled through the end of September 2021. As always, guests who were booked on those sailings can choose from a full refund or future cruise credit with some additional onboard credit added as well. And one final bit of cancellation news for the week. Australia has extended their human biosecurity emergency period until March 17th, which will in turn extend limitations on cruise sailings from that country. With so many cruisers experiencing cancellations, one cruise line is looking to offer greater peace of mind. Princess Cruises is introducing the new Princess Promise, which reassures the Princess will make it right for any onboard experiences that don't meet a passenger's expectations. And some of the ways Princess plans to make it right will be through onboard credits, future cruise credits, and in some cases, even refunds. And Princess is expanding their Book with Confidence policy on bookings made through March 2nd, 2021 for sailings through next October. This policy allows passengers to change their bookings up to 30 days prior to departure, with the cancellation fees being returned in the form of future cruise credit. Wave season, which is the first 3 months of the year, is quickly approaching, and wave season gets its name from the wave of bookings that cruise lines and travel agents typically book during that time period. And it's kind of like a 3-month Black Friday, so let's talk about some upcoming deals. As you know, Alaska is a bucket list destination for many cruisers, and after losing the entire 2020 Alaska season, Celebrity Cruises might help some people shorten their list. Celebrity's new promotion, Up Up Alaska, offers guests the chance to add airfare starting at just $99 per person to any 2021 Alaska sailing on the Celebrity Solstice or the Celebrity Eclipse. The promotion runs through January 1st, and guests will need to book their air travel from the U.S. at one of more than 20 participating airports, and they must book through Flights by Celebrity. The Solstice is set to begin sailing from Seattle on May 28th, and the Eclipse will launch the 2021 season on June 13th from Vancouver. And Holland America line is also launching a sale. The View and Veranda upgrade event is going on now, and guests that book a 2021 or 2022 cruise through February 28th of next year will get 6 bonus perks, including a stateroom upgrade, signature beverage package, free one-night specialty dining, 10% off all shore excursions, 50% reduced deposits, and free or reduced fares to kids. Depending on the length of the cruise and the category booked, the savings could add up to nearly $4,000. And as an added bonus, guests who book by January 5th, 2021 will also receive free gratuities. The Carnival Fascination was a favorite of many Carnival loyalists who were saddened when the company sold the ship this past October. But the Fascination is destined to sail again. In November, the new owners, Century Harmony Cruise Limited, started looking to fill positions on the ship, and according to multiple sources, she's expected to assume its new role in Asia soon. Built in 1994, the Fascination was the 4th ship in Carnival's Fantasy class and served 26 years for the Carnival Company before pausing services due to the pandemic. Earlier in the show, I mentioned the Cunard Queen Mary II, and though she still won't be sailing for a while, that doesn't mean you can't enjoy her. Queen Mary II takes center stage in the new HBO Max movie, Let Them Talk. The film, which stars Meryl Streep, premiered last night on HBO Max. Streep's character is joined by 2 of her friends, played by Candice Bergen and Diane Weist, as they journey on a transatlantic cruise to the UK. The movie was shot over a period of several weeks prior to the pandemic during a live voyage. And all 3 of the big cruise stocks had a rough week, and I was wondering how long their good fortunes would continue with no sailings from the U.S. Royal Caribbean Group finished the week at $76.46 a share for a 7.8% drop from last week's closing. Carnival Corporation and PLC slipped even further, ending at $21.32, down 9.5%. And Norwegian Cruise Line Holdings Limited held on like a champ, closing yesterday at $26.51, up just under 1% from last week's closing bell. You are now officially caught up on all this week's cruise news. I would like to personally thank you for tuning in. If you enjoyed the show, please hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. We create a lot of fun cruise content here, and we would love to have you as part of the family. If you'd like to chat, drop a note in the comments or shoot us an email at thecruiseworld@gmail.com. That's all I've got for today, so be safe, and we'll see you next week.